right on the C. You're going to breathe for the F. It's already going to be in your body. Okay? You don't have to reach for it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Feels better to sing. It's easier to sing, so I don't clutch at it later.
Sorry. That's okay. Get your arms out. Your box is too small. I want you to stay in a box if you like. If you like boxes, stay in a box. Just move to a bigger box. I think a note and say, I got it, I'm not gonna let go of it, I got it, and you don't.
Okay.
Even, you never hold a note and do nothing. You always have to do something on it.
Okay.
And it's usually air moving. Try it again. What?
I forgot what it was. Sorry.
Did you like that sound?
Yes.
Did you like the way it feels?
Yes.
Now this time, don't go to the falsetto.
Okay.
Open your mouth and it'll be the warmth that you're looking for.
Okay.
Now you see all those heads bobbing up and down. Now, what's that word? Wait a minute. Do you use your jaw for a vowel? Do you use your jaw for a vowel? No. No. Thank you. Learn. Take the breath after fugirla, and then put lei tornai.
Okay.
Do it from giurai, no breath, di fuggire. Giurai, sorry, my friend. Giurai. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, open.
Okay.
I'm changing gears on you. That's all right.
Okay.
Giurai, no breath. Did he close his jaw on that either? And you know what? I didn't even have to look and I knew. You know why? I got right. And you hear the sound? Right. Do the last two notes? Or nine, sorry. No, do not put your hands here. Do not change the position of your mouth. There's an E in every single vowel you sing. There's an A in every single vowel you sing. There are E, A, O, U in every E, A, O, U. Never sing an E left to right. That's the way we say an E vowel that flattens the tongue. Singers have to, the tongue will go more narrow on an E vowel when you're singing.
Yeah.
Don't go flat. Do A, E, lei, tornai. No jaw. You don't need your jaw for a consonant or a vowel in this line. There, you fixed it. You felt that? You felt that jaw? Do it again. I can't let you go until you do it right. The reason why you move your jaw is because your air stops that much, and you have to do something. You have to keep the air. You have to feel the vibrations between them. Do it one more time. Almost. There you go. Feel the difference?
Yes.
That's legato. That's Italian legato singing.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I won't be able to work with the sophomore and the freshman, but I do want to hear you. Are you here? Are you still here? Yes? Come quickly.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Reach out.
Louise is not here.
You're on my hit list, you know, James.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're not. John, you know when you're going to think about me, James? Every time you have to buy an airline ticket or a rail ticket to go up to New York to audition.
I know.
Then you're going to think about, I could have had Sweet.
Oh.
Okay, what are you going to sing for me? Oh, I love this little thing.
Hi, I'm Lourenco. I'm a sophomore and I'll be singing La Vie Intérieure by Henri Dupont.
We might not get to hear it all. Do you mind? Okay, good. You're sweet.
Cielo tuo
it's a shame because when they go to grad school, they have to have two college level.
We know, we encourage it, but it's not.
Take language in the summertime. Do it. Yeah, great. But then you need a year of 2 different languages for grad schools, no matter where you go to grad school. Okay, so do it. Otherwise, you'll be taking remedial when you go to graduate school. You don't want to do that. You don't want to pay graduate course money for undergraduate classes.
Yep.
Okay. How are your piano skills? They gotta get good. Okay. Practice. Yeah, really soak up every bit of language you can possibly can. Okay. And I wrote on here, work on vowel legato. One of the best ways to seriously, this is for every language, not just French. Sing your pieces on vowels without moving your mouth, and listen for the connection of always vowels. Do you all record when you practice? Yes? Yeah. You should. Let that recording be your ears, and then when you go back to your dorm, you listen to it, say, aha, I didn't need that vowel, wasn't connected, that vowel wasn't right. Let that be. Do you record all your lessons? Okay? Just so that you have that reference. It really is important. And you also then have your teacher all the way along yelling at you. It's really important. Good. Do I have time to hear my little freshman? Is he here?
Come on.
He had to go to class. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. This has been great fun. And I don't know what you guys are putting in the water, but you got some great singers.
Yeah.
You're doing some wonderful things. But they need breath work, big time. The breath, it's like if you don't take care of your breath, and I know the first 2 years, my freshman and my sophomores just go, can we do something besides breath? No, until that breath is right and that foundation is right, you can't. It's like putting the roof on a house before you've got the foundation built. You will always have vocal issues if you don't have control of the breath. Okay? That is your foundation for everything. You can't do a legato without breath. You can't sing staccato without breath. You're never going to sing any high notes without breath. You can't sing low notes without breath. You can't sing piano without breath. You can't do anything without breath. Okay? Breath to the singer is their food. It's like water to your body. You can't live without drinking water, correct? Your voice cannot live without air moving all the time. It never stops. Never stops. Even when you're not singing, the air is still moving, okay? I have maybe a couple minutes, not even, if anybody has any questions, you can either ask them openly or come up here and ask me, whichever is easier for you all.
Anybody have a question? Put your hand up.
As clear as the mud? Yes, ma'am.
Can you repeat the practice hours?
Oh, from my studio?
I have them written down.
Yeah, she's got it written down. My freshmen, this is minimum if they want a C grade. But I'm good because the time they spend doing mental practicing, strengthening the right brain, which is so very important for singers because we sing on the right brain, not the left brain. We can make tones on the left brain, but you can't sing in the right brain. So that mental practice counts. It's not physically being in the practice room. The time they spend IPAing, translating, researching the composers, the poets. If you're doing an aria, you have to translate the entire opera because you have to know what everybody else is singing before and afterwards. So you do a lot of historical work. But actual physical singing, minimum 7 hours for freshmen a week. I insist they take 1 day completely off from singing. Don't look at your music, don't do anything. Go to a movie, read a book, go for anything. Sophomores, 9 hours. Juniors, 12. Seniors, 15. And grad students, if they're performance track, 25. Yep. And they keep a practice journal, and I check it every week. They keep a research journal where I see the research that they're doing. If they haven't, and I also have this very hard and fast rule. I assign a lot of music at one time, and then they can choose which ones they want to do. I will not work on a single piece of music until it's IPA, translated, all the rhythms written in that are difficult, and they know every note. I will not teach notes. I will not teach rhythms. I will correct notes. I will correct rhythms. I will correct diction. But I only work as hard as they work. If they don't work hard, I don't work hard. I've had my career.
And then, what is the technique book?
It's just a little manuscript notebook that I write the vocalises in, and and the vocalises, some of them are the same for everybody, and then some of them are different depending on the music they're doing. If there's a difficult passage, I'll create a vocalise that will help them work on that passage. Yeah, so it's very individualized. So write your exercises down, even if your teacher doesn't insist on you doing it, because I still have mine.